see if we got any available to watch along. I'm going to stick the invitation into the comments. Chelsea about to kick off. So let's see if we can get ourselves back on track on this winning streak. Kivior's coming in for Rob Holding. How much of a difference will that make? Bukayo Saka running down the wing, waiting for support. Nobody's there with him. Ooh. For some reason Chelsea struggled to get it out there. Ball out on the other wing. Trossard lost control. Picked up by Kivior. Interesting that Aubameyang gets a run out. Mr. Tony, how art thou?
What's going on, T? I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Yourself?
Okay, so I'm good. I'm at 1 minute 30. How you doing?
I've got to wait for my stream to put up the time. 1 minute and 10.
Okay, so I'm a little bit ahead of you.
I'll try and see if I can speed up. 1 minute 46.
Yeah, 10 seconds. That's good. But balls with Bukayo Saka. Overlap from Ben White. Ball in from Ben White.
Buffering. Is it worth it? I might have to go back to a steadier stream. Can't deal with this buffering. 2 minutes 14.
Yep, still good. 15 seconds.
So, what do you think the score's going to be tonight?
I don't care. I just want us to win. I want us to get the feeling of winning football games again. It's been too long. We've had a month without. Now it's time to get this, get that April blues out of the feelings and get back on track to winning ways.
Oh, I can see 2-1.
Facebook user, big up to yourself. Not sure who that is, but as always, if you've got an ability to electronically sign a waiver, which comes up somewhere around the entry page when you start looking at the Facebook login, the Facebook stream, then that will allow us to see your name. So we've got Jorginho in the house. Jorginho in the house. Go on, Jorginho. Out to Saka. Back to Ben White. Seen a lot of the inverted fullback, which is Zinchenko playing centre midfield currently. Long ball coming in. Goal. Oh, what? Nearly a goal there.
Yeah, buffering. Right. Foolishness.
Okay, so somebody gone down. It's Enzo Fernandez gone down from the tackle from Gabriel.
I think I'm going to stay with being an hour behind you. I'm about 4 minutes and 15. I can't deal with buffering.
Okay, nice. It's livable. It's livable. It was almost a goal there for. It was almost in by Granit Xhaka. Interestingly, under hit header from Azpilicueta back to his goalkeeper was intercepted by Xhaka, but he didn't get enough purchase on the shot, and luckily for Chelsea, they were able to scrape it away. Pro Lover, big up.
What do you think of the formation? I mean, not the formation, the team sheet.
It is what it is. You know, the guy picks what he feels is going to do a job. You know, I don't have a problem when, with what he picks. So long as they do the job, that's all that matters for me. Do the business. That's meat and drink for Ramsdale. Thank you very much.
Tony, has this last month sucked the life out of you?
It has. I mean, let's be honest. I'll be honest, Tom. The Man City game finished it for me. It's been a terrible April. 4 games, 4 non-wins. I know we only lost 1 game, but the 4 games just felt
poor, wasn't it? Poor month.
Yeah. Liverpool drawing was, to me, I thought that wasn't the worst in the world. But the 2 following draws were life sappers. I mean, Zinchenko.
I think, it's a long season. When I see the formation today, you start to wonder. Kiwior, is it Kiwior? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Kiwior starts. You wonder and you think, could you not have started him? Maybe not started him, but was he fit enough to play earlier? Just knowing that you can mix it up and have options with Holding.
I don't think it was a fitness thing, bro. I think it was purely down to talent. I think he just had more faith in Rob Holding's ability. And obviously, Rob Holding's a right-footed defender. By playing Kiwior, you're effectively playing 2 left-footed centre-backs, which I remember when people would say, oh, but you can't play 2 right-footed centre-backs. Well, now you've got 2 left-footed centre-backs.
But he's playing them tonight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, with it being 2 left-footed, that argument goes out the window because, it's not like tonight's not a must-win, but it really is still a must-win.
It is. Of course it's a must-win. You're at home again. You must win. You need to rekindle that fighting spirit to be able to go out and get a result. You need to string balls around and press and create opportunities like you haven't done for the last month. Yeah. And that's why. And I'm being wicked by saying for the last month. We have created because obviously we scored in every game in the last month.
But but you're right. It's been a poor month. But this is what I'm saying. When you say the argument to not play 2 left-footed centre-backs, he's played 2 left-footed centre-backs tonight. And this is the thing. It's like, is this guy? This is the frustration that I can understand how some fans have with team selection and rotation and so forth. Trossard, I haven't got no problem with him playing Trossard tonight. But we really do look really short in as right back, centre back, and that's a concern when you think that actually it's only now he's decided to play a centre back.
Go on, Granit. Oh, unlucky. Good tackle, Kante.
We move on. We move on. I
Yeah, I mean, look, I felt disappointed. Oh, what a pass! Great pass from Zinchenko into the feet of Odegaard.
do you know what I when I watch football, I just remember the days when we used to play T, and it's like if we didn't put a performance in against the best team or the worst team, if we played sloppy, we just wouldn't stand for it.
Yeah,
We just, so it's like when I watch the game and I see nonsense, it's like that Man City game was just it was like a waste of money. Actually watching it.
yeah. I mean, look, you got to put it into perspective. That team cost 600 million. They
That's
they
not
they.
perspective, though. T. That's not you can't put their value and say that's perspective when that's the whole season. So it's like
No, but that team is built different, bro.
it's built different, but we've still got to perform. That's what I'm saying. We performed in the first game against them. The second game, we gradually went worse in each performance, and that performance was we just didn't turn up,
Yeah.
and
I
that's
mean,
the
I can't comment. I didn't see the game, so kind of knew the writing was on the wall.
mm,
But hey, it is what it is. As I said, I think you kind of when you got a team like that, they're built differently. Big up to you, Daniel Millington. Daniel says, "What's good, family? Hope everyone had a good bank holiday. Chilling in the caps box, looking like a decent start. Hopefully, I can watch a bit of you guys tonight. Don't seem too busy at the moment. Bloody cold." Okay.
well, it was a bit of a wasted corner, wasn't it?
Yeah. Give it in. Give it in. Q.
What's your thoughts on this new kit that's come out?
Which one? The red one or the blue and green one?
I think. Well, first of all, the red one. When I saw the gold, it kind of reminded me of. I'm sitting there thinking, well, you know what? Did they expect to win something to have that gold on there?
Maybe.
Um,
I know a lot of teams have got gold on their kit now. It's
mm,
it's it's funny because I look at the black kit and I think phenomenal kit, but look how many teams have got a black kit now.
yeah, the black kit is
Literally out of
nice. Though. I do like the color of the blue though. The teal. But that the extra blue on it, it may be a bit much, but we just got a blue kit. It's just another blue kit, really, at the end of the day. So
go on. I swear down, Gabriel Jesus is doing my head in. He's literally picking up the ball behind our defenders sometimes, and you're like, well, no, bro, you need to be that guy who's at the point ready to receive the ball. There's 5 players ahead of you, bro. You
don't
should be
get
at
me
the top of
started on
that.
him, man. Don't get me started on him because this is what I said at the start of the season when there was this and when there's talk about Jesus and his link-up play and it's like as a striker, and it's like he's not a striker.
Bad touch. It's a case of you're meant to be that focal point that your midfield can look at and go, yep, I'm gonna find that guy. Find that guy.
Yeah.
Karim Benzema. Find that guy.
And hold on to the ball.
Lewandowski. Find that guy. Great ball from Zinchenko. Corner. Anybody else on that would have been able to trap that and do some damage. Quick corner. Nobody's there for it though. Comes out to
And that's the problem. False nine. We played a false nine all season. People are talking and saying,
what a save from Gabriel Jesus.
they were saying that Eddie's the striker, but yeah, I'm way behind you. That's all right.
Great save from Kepa.
That was a great save from Jesus header.
Go on, push on, Odegaard. Push on.
So I guess you won't be able to get into too much basketball because you'll still be at school.
Because the basketball's at night. So it's funny because I kind of am right into it because one of the kids that I work with, I give his lessons in NBA lessons. So everything he does, what did you just do, Ben White? Oh, we got away with that. Yeah, everything I teach it in the language of the NBA because he's mad on the NBA.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, English NBA, maths NBA, who scored what, how many, this plus that makes that, how many, if the percentage of this is that, what is the percentage of that, all that kind of thing.
Nice.
Good touch, Zinchenko. Arsenal are bossing this game. Chelsea can't get in, but the thing here is Arsenal need to score while they boss the game at this stage.
Of course.
There's no
That's
point
the mark
in
of all.
bossing it and not,
mark of
and
all
not
great
scoring.
teams.
Yeah,
Mark of all great teams, mate. Stamp your authority in a game.
Get out of there, Jesus. Why are you getting there? Now the ball's gone past you. Oh, my God. This guy's doing my head in. There you go. Now run at him. Run at him. Oh. Hit it. Golazzo! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Woo! Martin Odegaard. La, 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 la. Yes, sir! Great passing from, I think it was Granit Xhaka. First time hit from Odegaard. Straight into the top bins. You little beauty. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, curled it, controlled it, called for the ball, curled it. Nice finish. Nice cross-field ball from Xhaka.
Was it Xhaka that played it? It was. It was
Nice
a
cross-field
beautiful
ball.
pass.
Most people would have expected a cross to go
but he drilled it along the floor nicely into that area.
Cultured.
And Odegaard just had to compose himself and hit it right. And he hit that sweet.
Beautiful finish.
That sweet boy. Yes, sir. 1-0. That's what we need. When you have that amount of pressure, has to bear reward.
Yeah. That's the goal at Apollo's End.
Yeah.
Too much power for Kepa. Nice goal. There you go. Scored again, T.
Mm-hmm. Which I think Daniel Millington says, "Goal by my captain."
Mhm. So what nice?
Oh, nice. Xhaka
What nice?
again into Odegaard. Oh, just couldn't get it under.
What days the
He needed a little Dennis Bergkamp flick over the player right there, and he would have been in on goal. Stand him up, stand him up, stand him up. Oh, you all stood him up, but then nobody made a tackle. Thank you very much. We finally got rid of it.
what days the Lakers Warriors game?
I think they start tonight.
It's tonight. Okay. Yeah, if he flicked it up, or
A little
done a
Bergkamp-esque bit of cheeky magic in there, he would have been in on goal.
or Gaza against Scotland, McCall, it would have been a goal. Can you believe how lack of pace Chelsea are right now? You're looking at the team, it's just like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They used to be able to bully us.
Yeah. Who did I see Sam Allardyce being linked with today? Leeds.
Oh.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Mm.
Looking to replace Javi Garcia with Sam Allardyce in the last, 8 games? Well in.
I don't know where Lampard's career goes from here, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he's one of the privileged.
We know that.
He got that privilege, that I don't even have to have nothing behind me. I can get a job.
Yeah.
Whereas certain man, of a different hue, will struggle.
Because
you got to look at this guy's record, man, and go, how the hell does he get that job? How the hell does he get that job? What is it? 17 games on the spin without a win.
Yeah.
And you're the manager of Chelsea? Really?
Yeah.
Never in the Abramovich era. Never.
No. Yeah.
That's what you call a specialist in failure. Let's not do too much here. Okay, that'll do. Regroup. Easy. Granite running really fast, like he's got an extra gear. Oh, referee nearly tackled the Chelsea player. I can't believe Sterling has gone from being one of the best players in the Premier League to this.
Yeah, he just looks. It's like the game's
lost.
It's like the game's too quick for him. I don't understand what's happening, man.
Chelsea are lost.
It wasn't like that. I think Pep coached that out of him, because when he was at Liverpool, when he was getting balls like that on the side.
Oh, danger. Oh, what a save. What a save. What a save by Ramsdale. Chilwell left Saka for dust. Ball from Kante into the path for Chilwell. He just out-muscled Saka. Then there was one-on-one against the keeper. And he put it in a brilliant place. But Ramsdale read it, and the save is phenomenal. What a save.
Yeah, great save.
Corner to Chelsea will be taken by Chilwell, whose shot was saved.
Yeah, Saka tried to challenge him.
It's got to do better there. You've got to know you're the last man with your player there.
Mm.
Mind you, where is the centre back? Where was the centre back? Because
It was inside, didn't it?
you got to
This is
read
just
that
left foot.
situation. As the centre back, you got to read that.
And this is the way you were talking about earlier on about the two left-footed players. So he's naturally on his left foot going inside, and the ball was coming on his right-hand side.
Wow.
He couldn't even shift.
Sky Television are really trolling Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. They're trolling the guy. They put up a heat map with his touches. He's had 4 touches of the ball, and all in nothing areas.
I'm watching beIN Sports.
Man.
So I got a bit of a dry cough.
It's all right, bro. Go on, Odegaard. Oh. That did look like handball, I'll be honest. That's handball. That's got to be handball. Surely, someone in VAR has got to see a handball. Foul there. Someone in VAR got to see the handball from Fofana, I think it was.
Nah. His arm didn't move.
Okay. Yeah, too close to his body.
I would have tripped. I would have tried to shot Trossard. Hang on, Matt. Not that one. I can't look. I thought it was the one just before.
Are they having a look? No, it's a free kick. Okay, free kick. Just thought they were having a bit of a long time taking this free kick because they're looking at the potential handball, but no, it looks like it's going ahead. Odegaard in, not too close to the keeper.
Because he jumped. Seen him give him though, isn't he, T?
Yeah. But I can't. I haven't seen the slow down replay. The hand is too close to the body.
Yeah.
It's not in an unusual position. It's close to his body. So yeah, it might have touched his hand, but his hand was right next to his body as he jumped. You can't get beat there. Well done. So we're at the half hour point, 29 minutes and 15 seconds to be precise. Arsenal showing a lot of endeavour. Obviously, Chelsea have had one effort on target, which was saved really well by Aaron Ramsdale. Jesus is in. Just overplayed the ball a little bit there.
Oh.
Oh, he's done it again! He's done it again! The same thing! The same player to the same player. Granit Xhaka rolls the ball into the box on the floor. 2-0, Martin Odegaard. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. Granit Xhaka, 2 assists in the game already. Wow.
Yeah, great pick out.
Phenomenal.
Great pick out. Great pick out. Great strike.
And it's all because Odegaard is on the move. All the Chelsea defenders are standing still.
Yes, and that's the thing. It's timing your run into the box.
Yeah.
Time your run. And looking up and knowing when runners are making that move. Look where Xhaka was. He's 15 yards in, whips the ball in. 15 yards in, rips the ball in. Ball's on the penalty spot. Ball's in the penalty spot. Beautiful ball.
Oh, unlucky Trossard. Tried a cheeky little back heel, but he didn't get the purchase on the ball that he needed. Champagne football from Arsenal.
Well, we've got 2. We need a third.
Yeah. We are ripping the Chelsea the proverbial. But it ain't over till it's over. So let's keep this going. Playing some nice football.
Oh, okay.
Got to give credit where credit's due. Jorginho is doing a decent job.
Play it, man.
Oh, nice. You're in. You're in. You're in. Saka into the box. Who can he find? Oh. Ben White now. Edge of the area. Ball into the box. Must be. Oh, my gosh. Yay! There we go. 3-0. Gabriel Jesus. We was playing around with the ball there. We were playing around. I don't know what he was trying the first time, but he got it right the second time round. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how we do it. Tearing them a proverbial right about now.
Sloppy clearance in from Chelsea.
Oh my gosh! Look at Big Frank.
Yeah, we were playing around with that ball.
Because when he chested it down, he tried to pass instead of shooting.
Yeah, what's he passing it for? Lace the ball. Lace it.
Lace the ball, man. You did the right thing about your passing.
Lace the ball. Tree up. Chelsea getting battered.
Get an assist for that. I don't know if he gets an assist for that because technically he was. I think he might get the assist,
Let's see.
which will be 3 assists in a game, a first.
Yeah, we'll get this. Xhaka will get the assist.
Oh well. Will they be shouting for Frank to get out? Is it time for Frank to say his goodbye to Chelsea for the second time within a season? Oh, this could be ugly for Chelsea. This could be ugly. Let's keep this. Let's put the foot on the throttle. Let's get 6 goals.
Yeah, give him licks, man. Give him licks.
Was that a shot? That was saved. It was. Granit Xhaka. Bukayo Saka had a shot saved by Kepa.
Oh, Odegaard's touch is just ridiculous. Yeah. Good shot with his right foot. The question is, will you ever see Saka playing on the left again?
Wow. Premier League goals this season. Arsenal 49, Chelsea 9. Wow.
Because you don't see Saka switch that often now, do you?
No. But what you do see him is you see him in the middle.
Yeah.
Great header, Kivior.
You can see Chelsea don't know how to move the ball. Frank's not teaching them anything.
And as I said, when I saw Aubameyang, I was like, wow, thank you. Chelsea, the gift that keeps on giving. Because if there's one player I'd rather play up against, it's Aubameyang.
Yeah.
I know he's lost it. His confidence is at rock bottom.
He's not going to out-sprint you.
What was you doing, Ramsdale? That's it, Gabriel. That's it. Okay, now you take the foul and get a yellow card.
Oh to God, man. You know what? Man of the match done. That left. Listen. That left foot pass. Yeah. Man of the match done. It's done.
Did Chelsea just get a foul for
Yeah.
on Fofana?
Yeah. That left foot fast to Jesus, man. Sick. Oh, Jesus, better be careful.
No, but
You
what
bet.
you didn't see is if Fofana struck him in the hip.
Okay.
Okay. Chelsea trying to get a little bit physical. Arsenal free kick on the left-hand side against Kante.
Gotta be careful.
Oh, and it's Fofana again.
The one thing that has surprised me though is Jesus' yellow cards. That's one thing I didn't expect him to get so many yellow cards.
Who's that in the stand? Ranveer Singh. Mm-hmm. That's a big suit. Going with the charcoal pinstripe. One of my faves. With the big lapels.
Mm.
Oh man, I'm back and my captain wants a hat-trick today. He wants to send them fans home half-time. 3-0 to Ralph. Pop, pop, one Chelsea.
Mm. Is that Mo Farah sitting next to that guy in the pinstripe?
No, that's Vinay.
Next the other side.
Oh, I didn't see.
In the sand, the
Yeah, I was
tan
gonna say I saw something, but I
cashmere.
didn't notice it was Mo. It might have been. Oh, Jorginho got caught on his heels there. Chelsea won't come through. And Aubameyang does what Aubameyang does: let the ball slip over his foot and go out to touch for a goal kick. Terrible touch from Aubameyang. And that's his 5th touch of the game. Probably as bad as the other 4.
Could have controlled that with his right foot in the air. It was a hard bounce. I could have controlled it with his right
Oh, there's
foot
a push.
and struck it with his left. Just not on the ball. Game's just too quick for him right now.
Yeah.
Aubameyang. Just too quick for him.
Just seeing Raheem Sterling makes me think I got to give him a whole bunch of credit. Gary says the whole crowd is singing Super Frank Lampard. The atmosphere is amazing. Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying Gary and Apollo at the game. Yeah, I got to give Raheem Sterling a great deal of credit. He is paying for 14 students University education.
Nice. Big up yourself, Raheem.
Yeah.
Like that.
That is what I call giving back to your community. We all know how ridiculous the university fees are. I don't know why more significant people don't do things like that. Stormzy does it. Go on.
No need for that flick up there.
In.
Who's flicking that ball up then? Was that Jorginho? Yeah, Jorginho. Jorginho's bossing that midfield tonight, though. Arsenal fans would have thought Thomas Partey was in the midfield. That little bit of skill that Saka did,
Arteta must have thought, well, he's going to know this.
That little bit of skill that Saka did, I want to see him do that more often. You see where you dribble with that football through?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him doing that more often.
Chelsea shouting for a penalty, but it never came. Good little bit of interplay there by Chelsea to get themselves a position in the box, but Sterling fell at the most inopportune moment. Daniel, if Apollo's going to do a vlog, he'll feel. Oh right, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you might go and try and find him on the stairs. I know where he shoots that. Yeah. I was going to say half time. So what's your thoughts, Tom?
Yeah, it's a good performance, man. It's moved the ball around very well, very comfortable. Xhaka, Odegaard on fire. Kiwior looks alright.
Yeah, but then he's not got much to have to defend. He's got it easy.
No, but definitely I would say that chance that Chilwell had when he came through, because he's waited on his left-hand side, he was no way ready to even to come back to shift to defend that. And you were saying that a centre-back should be there to get that ball, and that would have been him in that situation. But yeah, I thought Saka's been a little bit muted tonight, but he's contributed, but he's just a bit muted.
Yeah. If it was me, I'd get Reece Nelson on right now.
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Because Reece is more direct.
Yeah. And he'll track back. Yep, and he'll track back. Yeah, man of the match already done lock up, man. Done lock up. Don't care what happens second half.
Okay, they didn't give the third assist to Xhaka, but he certainly got the first two. So one assist away from a hat trick of assists for Granit Xhaka.
I tell you what, he seems like he's had a little bit more freedom tonight.
Mm. So those 2 goals put Odegaard on 12 for the season. 1 behind Saka, who's on 13. Odegaard has 7 assists compared to Saka's 11. So that's 19 goal and goal assist, so to speak. That's a great return from the skipper. That's a great return.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I expect from that position. From that piece of the park, I expect those numbers.
I mean, could you? I mean, today I was sitting there and just reflecting and thinking, okay, who would be in my end of season honours? And I'm looking and thinking, the only disappointment that you can think about in the actual return is Jesus' goals. Even
Say
though
that again.
the only thing that has been a frustration is Jesus' goals this season. Because
What, you mean you don't think he scored enough of them?
yeah,
Okay.
because if you think about it, his contribution has helped the team.
Yeah.
But then he's went on a goal drought and then he's missed a fair few games. But imagine if if he had scored what we expected him to score at the start of the season. Wow. Because everybody, as you say, there's goals all over the team now.
Yeah. I mean, when you consider the way this team have played football this season,
Yeah.
a good striker should have scored 30 goals.
Yeah.
In this team,
Yeah.
a good striker should get 30 goals.
Because they get a fair few chances. Yeah.
You look at Ivan Toney's on 20, Harry Kane's on 25, Haaland's on 34. You know, a good striker in this team should get 30 goals. But having said that, we've shared the goals out: 15 for Martinelli, 13 for Saka, 12 for Odegaard. You know, that's 39. That's 40 goals. Sorry. That's 40 goals there. Yeah. 40 goals there. 9 goals from Gabriel Jesus. That's 49. You know, and then everybody else has scored. Everybody else. You know, Holding, Zinchenko, Saliba, Gabriel, Partey, you know, everybody. There's nobody who hasn't scored. In fact, now that Kivior's got an outfield, he's the only outfield player who hasn't scored a goal.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've really been impressed with Partey and Xhaka's goal scoring this season. Yeah. Definitely Xhaka. I mean, I've known Xhaka can score these goals, but his contribution and assist, it's like, yeah. And Partey as well, they've both stepped up in the area. And I think that's what we needed. Goals from midfield.
Yeah, I mean, when you consider likes of Pires and Ljungberg, man, you know what I mean? That's a basic tone, isn't it?
Yeah. And even if you consider last season, Smith Rowe was our top goal scorer, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
what we expect of our midfielders, though.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Henry scoring 30 goals and Pires still getting 10 and Ljungberg getting 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Chelsea are ball watching for that second goal.
Let's have a look at some match stats. Arsenal have had 57% possession. Chelsea have had 43. Arsenal have had 8 shots, 5 on target. Chelsea have had 2 shots, 1 on target.
And that's clinical. That's how you want to win a game. Clinical football.
2 corners to 1 for Arsenal. Chelsea have conceded 5 fouls. Arsenal have conceded 3. No cards as yet. Chelsea have lost all 5 games since Frank Lampard returned to the club. This will be 6 in a row. Wow. Really? Really?
I could have seen that. I could have seen. I'm just looking at that replay. I could have seen that penalty being given. You know.
Yeah. Okay, Alex, I will do. I see Alex in the house. I'll drop the link to the.
Yo, Alex, pick up yourself, man. Are they showing? Which is the Everton, Chelsea handball? I can see it given.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a reach. But hey. Vincey, bro, what's happening? We need you to get onto the channel. Let's get you onto the channel. Okay.
Yeah, what's going on, Alex, man? You all good? Yeah, man. Just let me know what's going on, man.
Cannon Fodder says, Alex, if we win this match, would you want to continue seeing Partey, Holding, and Martinelli dropped? Not in certain games, because we got Newcastle, I think, after this, which is a massive game up at theirs. I'd rather have Partey back for that one. Holding, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Good question. Very good question. I think what you got to consider, Alex, is what Tony was mentioning earlier on in the stream. With the 2 left-footed centre backs, that ball from that right to that left-hand side, we looked vulnerable there on one occasion tonight. Now, they've got pacey players. They could expose us in that situation. But if it has to be, it has to be. We've got to just be a little bit more stupid than balls. For Martinelli being dropped, do you know what? I'm his coach. I mean his agent, sorry. I'd probably have him on the bench. I'll probably have him on the bench against Newcastle. I like what Trossard's doing. So yeah, I'll go with Martinelli on the bench. Keep it as is.
Interesting. Interesting. See, the thing is, the guy scored 15 goals.
That's okay.
I think, you know what? My question is, can you play all 4 of them?
All 4, you including Jesus?
Yeah. Could you find a way to play, like, say, Jesus in Xhaka's role?
Nah.
Or Trossard?
I don't want him.
Or Trossard in Xhaka's role? Because offensively, it will be worth looking at. But you know, you got to say, well, what at what cost does it come defensively?
Okay, the only person, if you're going to do that, yeah, you're going to have to make a decision to not. If you're going to play Zinchenko, he cannot get to the bar line. He can only go to the inverted left wing position. That's it. And you're going to have Zinchenko, Gabriel, and Ben White as the three. If you're going to be that brave to have four attacking, but you can't have Zinchenko go to the bar line in attack. And that's the only way I can see you accommodating all four.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a thought. It's just a thought because, you know, they are all individually excellent players. And it makes me think, what must be happening in training ground when you've got defenders playing up against combinations of Jesus, Martinelli and Saka, or Trossard, Nketiah and Reece Nelson, or Vieira, Smith Rowe and, you know, someone else. You know, it just makes your mind boggle as to the potential of, you know, who's excelling in what positions in training, and to what extent does the manager swap and change those front four.
I think this is why
would he be interested in trying to turn that into a 5 where you just go all out for goals? I mean, you know, at the end of the game last week against, was it West Ham? We had 5 strikers. We had five forwards, didn't we?
Yeah.
Finished that game with 5 forwards. Or we might even have finished with 6. Because we had Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Saka. We had a whole bag of man on the pitch at that time. And you're like, wow.
You see, how it works is you've got to have your midfield releasing the ball early and allowing those front four to use their pace and interplay and speed to kill teams. So
well, that's the end of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He's been hoiked off at half-time for Kai Havertz.
Yeah. So in that regard, it can work, but this is why tonight you're seeing how good Jorginho is in his ball movement. Our ball movement, our midfield has been very good. And you haven't seen those central midfielders driving with the ball. That's the beautiful thing about it. We've kept our structure, kept the ball moving. And if you want to play that formation, that's what you're going to have to do. Central midfielders are going to have to play like that.
Yeah. I'd like to see it at some point. I'd like to see what it could do. There we go. Second half underway. Arsenal kick off. Ball straight to Ramsdale. Ramsdale goes long looking for Ben White. Chelsea get the ball quickly into attack. Sterling down the wing coming up against Kivior. But Kivior wins the tackle. Well done.
I'm just about to kick off now.
So Alex has another question. Do you think Arteta has a tendency to favour some players than others? And has this been his weakness? 100%.
Yes, and 100%.
So, yes. It's so obvious, isn't it, Tone?
Yes, and 100%.
So
man.
Obvious.
And it's not about bashing Arteta, and it's about keeping it 100, man. It's just
some players are absolutely stinking out the joint, and then they're just getting played over and over, and you're like, what?
Yeah. Now I know Jesus needs to get minutes, and he's got a goal tonight. But let's see how long he's going to keep Jesus on if he doesn't score, and whilst giving either bringing on Martinelli, because Trossard is still playing that front position.
For sure. Even Martinelli could play in that front position.
Yeah. So, you know, if he wants to...
Martinelli's wonder goal against Chelsea, centre forward, runs from the halfway line,
So if he wants to go easy on,
leave it.
if he wants to go easy on bringing back Eddie too soon with a lot of minutes tonight, he's still got Martinelli as an option, and there you go, Tony. You got your 4.
Yeah.
It's funny, you see Kante three seasons ago, he was a boss midfielder.
Yeah.
Oh, wasted.
What minute you on?
46. I'm looking at Manduke. I'm just looking at that ball. You know, when you cut in on your left foot, why can't he have a shot? What are you doing that stupid little dink chip? Any opportunity I had at goal, man, I'm shooting. That's how much confidence I had. It's ridiculous.
What's going on here? Game is stopped for some reason. Don't know why. Somebody down? Is there a substitution being made? No. I don't know what that was.
I think it's a head collision. Collision with Zinchenko and Kante, is it? I think Zinchenko went down.
Oh, terrible foul. Azpilicueta, you yellow card must be. Awful tackle. Fall down. That's one that he took for the team because he knows Gabriel Jesus is in the box on that one. He's away on goal. He has absolutely rinsed him. That got to be yellow card, ref.
Oh.
How's that not a yellow card? Weird. Granit is directing play on this one. Trossard's going to take the free kick. Looks like somebody's going to go in behind at the end because Granit is showing them. Oh, what happened there? He hit the first man. Terrible cross.
He had no interest. He had no interest.
Arsenal corner. Trossard to take.
Yeah, I could see Trossard being substituted.
That's better. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. No? Really? That didn't cross the line? Goal line technology says it didn't. I thought the ball went across the line.
I'm still waiting for my TV to catch up.
Obviously, goal line technology would have immediately alerted the referee had it crossed the line, but it was mighty close. What? Are you that Thiago Silva? My man was playing knee tennis on the goal line, you know. Lord have mercy. What a thing.
That's a control. If you control that with the ball not going backwards, that's sick. That is sick.
That's bro.
That is sick.
That's different gravy, bruv.
Header at that pace? Nah, listen.
That was different gravy. I don't know how that did not go across the line.
I'm changing man of the match. I'm changing man of the match.
That was skills, man.
Man of the match, mate. Thiago Silva, done.
Nice football from Arsenal. Go on, let it run. Have a go. Oh, good effort, Granit.
Sick skill.
What a save from Kepa.
You want to
That's
play
what I
beach?
want.
You want to play beach
hold-up
football?
play from Gabriel Jesus, and then Granit Xhaka finds himself going through the middle, looking at the corner, and the ball is just kept out by the outstretched hand of Kepa.
Nice back heel. Oh, great save.
Alex says, do we make changes to keep the players fresh for Sunday's game, or do we continue? Another good effort. Another should have been a goal from the
You
corner.
make changes. You make changes.
Make changes, yeah, 100%. So again, Trossard's cross comes in, gets a near post header, and Gabriel Jesus should stick that in the back of the net, but he balloons it over the whole goal. I don't know what he's got to do, man. Eddie scores that. I'm pretty certain Eddie scores that.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty certain Eddie scores
I'm not
that.
sure. I'm not sure.
He's
I've seen
stretching,
him miss
but
I've seen him miss
you
a
got to
few.
read that. You got to read that near post header and expect it because he's in an acre of room.
Yeah, Eddie ain't scoring that. Eddie ain't scoring that.
Go on, Kivior. Go on, Kivior. What?
I tell you what, it's nice to see Swiss Xhaka turn up for Arsenal this season because he really is. His movement, it's just like he's comfortable playing this type of football, and it makes you wonder what we did in his first years of his contract because this is Xhaka.
Oh dear, who's that down? Okay, Gabriel is holding his hip. He's moving his bum.
Oh,
a little bit of discomfort.
Ramsdale was a bit lucky there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I thought. The Chilwell cross that nearly could have turned into a goal. You gotta make changes now, I think. Getting a picture of William Saliba in the stand. Would be nice if they could keep a clean sheet. We haven't seen one of them for a little while, especially at the Emirates.
Hamstring.
Get rid. I'm not sure that Gabriel's moving too comfortably.
He's not.
Give it! Oh, what were you doing?
He's holding on the bench.
Yeah. Oh. Arsenal attacking down the left. Too much Trossard.
Send it.
Arsenal camped in the Chelsea box at the moment, prodding for that fourth goal.
Oh, Saka.
I don't know what Chelsea are doing. Go on, Saka. Oh! What a goal. Not a goal.
Oh.
What a shot from Saka.
Saka, yeah, good shot. Good tackle, Azpilicueta.
Got to get there, Benjamin. Help. it. Good play.
Have a shot. Have a shot, Saka. Oh, second shot. His first shot and the second shot was good. Just passed on the second.
Yeah.
More like it.
This Chelsea team is it's like literally all over the place. I don't know where N'Golo Kante is playing. It's like the most natural position for him to play, and he's not playing there. Go on, attack him, attack him. Oh, but Kyle doesn't attack Chilwell at all. And you know, if that was Reece, he's attacking. Go on, Tross. Oh, it's unlucky, Gabriel. Offside. Good effort. Liking what I'm seeing, though. Here comes Martinelli. Martinelli to replace Trossard.
Yeah.
Good game. Good game.
Cool.
58th minute first substitution. Cool. Imagine that. You've had Trossard for 58 minutes and then they bring on this speedster, Martinelli. What? Azpilicueta's going to be having kittens now, man.
Pressure.
What the hell?
Pressure.
Oh, man.
And that's what I'm saying to you. It's not just about the fact he scored 15 goals, Martinelli. He can come on and just do damage.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just need a little break.
That's a foul, ref. Thank you. Kovacic foul on Jorginho. Chelsea on ex-Chelsea. That's blue on blue crime, bro.
Blue and blue crimes. That's jokes.
Oh, Zinchenko. Terrible ball. Let's get out to Zin. Well out, Zinchenko. After making a mistake, a horror ball into the box. Go on, Saka. Go on, Saka. Run. Don't stop. Run him. Give it to Martinelli. He's going to rinse the hell out of Aspi now. See ya.
Yeah, Zinchenko needed to do that. He did some foolishness early on.
Innit? Give the ball to Martinelli. He's got this guy on toast. All day he's got Azpilicueta on toast. Just give it him. Every time. That's a good ball. Go on. Attack him.
One thing I've got to work on Martinelli's movement, man. I'm going to take him into the park and just do triangles. I'm going to get into his movement, man.
Corner
That's the
ball.
only thing letting him down.
Shut up. Azpilicueta going mad. He's clearly given away a corner ball.
Send it back. Ball where it came back. Send it back. It says.
Alex has said, no, Daniel says, my favourite player coming on for Trossard. Alex has said, I would prefer Arsenal kill the game off rather than trying to score a fourth or a fifth. Oh, the fourth or the fifth should be the effects of trying to kill the game off. Chelsea 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. They messed it up. Oh my God, what are Arsenal doing? What the hell? Arsenal nearly contrived to score an own goal with 4 players against none. Foolishness. Tone, what you're about to see. Nah, too much there. Too much on that one.
Locks.
All right, get on Eddie. It's time to get Eddie on.
I'm seeing it now. 4 against 2. Against none. Seriously?
Look at this
Seriously?
mess.
Oh, fuck, please. Stop it. Get the rotted ball out of the box, man. What the hell wrong with them?
Okay, Saka's on the attack. He's got to find Martinelli. He's got to. Oh, how does he get tackled there? Saka, you plum. Take him off. Oh, somebody's fell down. Somebody in the Chelsea defence has fallen down. Oh, but Chelsea are ignoring their own player down to try and attack. And then they're going to complain when Arsenal play on. Oh, got a player down.
Arsenal, man. They did some foolishness, you know. They did some foolishness. In a 90-minute game,
We
they
nearly
did some
contrived to
foolishness,
score
man.
an own goal with no player within 10 feet.
Just foolishness, man. Come on. Just to try and make the game interesting.
Goal, Chelsea.
Seriously?
Yeah, Madueke. Great ball from Kovacic. He just comes off the line makes a nice diagonal run. Gabriel is down. He looks in excruciating pain. Yeah, Madueke comes in off the wing. He's run straight past Zinchenko. He's run straight past Zinchenko.
Well, that's it, though, isn't it?
Zinchenko is in La La Land. I mean, Zinchenko is in La La Land.
How many times have you done that this season? How many
times, Tom?
How many times? And as I said, man don't want me to get vexed up on this channel. But, you know what I mean? I've seen that foolishness. Look at that.
Oh, what is he doing? Take him off, please.
And he didn't even jog back. And that, I'm just, anyway.
He's in La La Land. He's looking at the next game. He's looking at the next game.
And Gabriel gets injured in the process.
Yeah.
Due to his foolishness.
Oh, my days. Take him off. Take Gabriel off.
Yeah.
You don't take the risk. Has he got no faith in Holding at all? Just move Kiwior to the left and bring Holding on the right. Does he really have no faith in Holding?
35 minutes left. I think he still thinks Chelsea could come back. Gabriel's a warrior, man.
Corner ball. Oops, Stan's there. Sorry, Stan. Didn't realise. You're on an airplane, bro.
Are you that?
Yeah, that's me.
Our owner, are you that? Big up yourself.
How you doing?
What have you
How you
got to
doing, Vince?
say?
I cannot believe that goal. That boy can't defend himself. I've been saying that all year. He can't defend himself. He's poor
He,
defensively. Has no awareness. The ball was kicked from 40 yards and he didn't respond.
Zinchenko.
Yeah, he can't
What are you
defend
gonna do?
himself. He's like Alexander Arnold.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna terminate his
Alexander
contract.
Arnold. I think he should go on the. I think, as Tony said, he should be changed.
I hear that.
We should put on somebody else, anybody else who can defend.
You got a man
They
down
scored
as
another
well,
goal and
wouldn't
you
you?
start getting nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as good a player as he is, his defensive inabilities are just too regular now.
It's like he's not interested, isn't it?
He's challenged in that area, bro.
He doesn't think defense. That's why. He doesn't think
Yeah, he's
defense.
just got. I don't think he's got any interest in playing defense.
You know, he to me is one of them players that could play where Xhaka plays
Yeah.
with great aplomb. And you're like, why don't you just play him up there and just play Tierney at the left back slot? If you really
What do
like
you do
him
with
that
Xhaka?
much, play him where Xhaka plays.
What do you do with Xhaka, Tony?
Oh, the guy skips through two players. Go on, Xhaka. Go on, Xhaka. Ah.
My only problem with him playing advanced forward, he doesn't. He plays the pass and stands still, and you need that forward player to continue moving. That's where Xhaka excels in that position. He keeps moving. So, and often that's
You guys
why
are ahead of me.
Zinchenko gets caught out in defence.
Go on, Ben. Okay, Arsenal with about 30 passes on the spin. Ball's gone back to Ramsdale. Let's just keep ball now. Bit of what Alex wants us to do. Just keep ball. Just keep passing. There's a foul.
Well, well, look at that. We had a left winger come onto the right hand side with Martinelli. Well done,
Somebody in the chat is saying take Saka off. I mean, it's not a bad shout, you know. Reece Nelson chomping at the bit. Let's get him on. Chelsea bringing on all their subs now. Mudryk, Gallagher coming on.
Oh, Gabriel. Poor touch, man.
That was not a foul. He died. Is that a foul?
Yeah.
Bringing on some more energy.
Bertram, are you on the tarmac still?
No, I'm in flight.
You're in flight. Wow, that's amazing.
I can't get my regular channel, so I have to go IPTV.
Okay, cool.
I'm behind you guys.
I might be coming to see you in July.
Okay.
I should know in the next couple
Arsenal
of
game?
weeks. Sorry?
You going to the Arsenal game?
No, I'm actually coming over for boxing, but it's the same day as the Arsenal game, interestingly, but I'll be over in Vegas.
Okay. You like the Garcia Davis fight?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Tank is my guy. I'm a big Tank fan.
You beat Stevenson.
Yeah, that would be a fight. Here we go. Reece Nelson coming on. Kieran Tierney coming on. 72nd minute. Our manager has finally seen the light. Who's he taking off?
I swear, somebody on that bench is tuned in to Arsenal 101. I'm telling you straight up. Because without...
Zinchenko getting replaced by Kieran Tierney. And Bukayo Saka getting replaced by Reece Nelson.
See
My
that?
lord.
You
There
see
is
that?
a God.
Hey, Vincey.
Yeah?
Hey, Vincey. There are basic changes you should normally make. There are basic changes.
We know his basic
Normally,
changes,
let me see, like,
but you know he's listening to the channel, because without that, these changes don't get made. We talk about this from week to week, and sometimes it don't happen, and then all of a sudden, it's like he's been watching previous games, and okay, all right, you know what? They've hit it on the head.
yeah, no,
And that's
these are
how
the
you
right
have a
changes.
squad. That's how you have a squad who's ready for any situation when you rotate them. And you talk about Martinelli's pace, Tony. Watch Nelson.
Yeah, that's one thing he's going to do. He's definitely going to run at his player, isn't he?
Mm.
Well, Mudryk is in, and well done. Good tackle there. I think it was Ben White.
So, Stan, do you think this interesting St. Maximin is just paper talk, or is it real?
Paper talk.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't be afraid of City, though.
I just thought somebody had interviewed you, and they, you came up with your recommendations,
Well, when we play City, we need differentiators, and Saka and Martinelli disappeared when we play City. St. Maximin run by them that they can't play football.
Mm.
Last time I see him play them, he had them on skates.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but he can do all that approach work well. It's the end product that we're missing.
No, that's okay, Tony. He's gonna play with better players, so he'll get a chance to put somebody in to go.
Hey, he's got good
Play with better
players now. You can't use that excuse anymore. He's playing with great players.
It's training, guys. It's
He's on
training.
the bench. He's not getting any games.
You don't put them chances away in training. It's the same thing's gonna happen on the pitch, man. It's training. And sometimes he does too much, but as Bertram says, he doesn't have to do that much work when he's playing with better players. So,
Hey, Vincey and Tony, when we played City, did Saka and Martinelli touch the ball?
they touched the ball, but it wasn't a productive touch.
Every time Saka touched, he gave it away. Somebody took it from him. He's played against City 3 times, and he was non-existent all 3 times. I played Martin at 2 games, and then a centre-half Martin at another game. So, did Maximum finish cut off? No, but he does his thing. He's uniform.
Well done, Tierney.
It's interesting. Newcastle's having a better season this season, but St. Maximin's performances, I think, were better last season than this.
True. He's been in and out of team. I think he's a
Really?
player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are waking up to how he plays. So, well done, Tierney.
Chelsea's playing better now. One goal gave them hope.
Oh, sort it out.
So Chelsea have a free kick on the left, which was won by Conor Gallagher. A very dubious free kick because he had run the ball out of play and then he got a knock from Reece Nelson after it. So the cross is coming in from Mudryk now. Defended by Arsenal. It will be a corner.
Hoping I'm going to 3-0 and keep this away. That'd be sad.
Yeah, they've got to be mature not to. Seven-year contract.
What's that?
Mudryk, 7-year contract. And I'm thinking, my man's got 7 years to grow into that shirt.
He'll probably be a good player at some point. He probably will be a good player, but you know, they need a manager who can manage those players. You know, look at this kid that they just brought on, Hakim Ziyech. I would give my right arm to have him in our team. I love him. I think he's a fantastic player.
He's all right, Tony. He's not.
He's all right. He's all right.
He's all right player.
I won't buy him.
Oh, there's another yellow. That's got to be Kovacic on Gabriel Jesus. Terrible tackle.
This ref doesn't give red cards. So.
He doesn't, does he? Oh,
Doesn't
look
give one
at
off
that.
season.
Wow. Kovacic comes in with his whole foot up, studs coming in, and he only gets the yellow. Jeez. That's a leg breaker. That's
There's
not
VAR,
nice.
right? VAR can say something.
That's what I'm saying, Bertram. That is, you know, you see it again and you're like, really? Unlucky. Good.
I'm not sure what that's about.
Possession 56-44 currently. Hold. What are you doing, Martinelli?
Oh.
Jesus is down again.
Take his skin off,
Gabriel.
man.
It's Gabriel. Gabriel is getting banged up this game, man.
Jesus needs to come off, man. Jesus needs to come off, man.
No, it's Gabriel Magalhaes. I would take him off. He's getting banged about way too much, man. He's going to be mashed up for Newcastle.
Yeah. He's been put into the fire too much, man.
At least Tierney can defend, which is very obvious. And Schaefer is clueless. You're right, Tony.
You kind of got to go at some point. You know what? When the guy's getting banged about as much as that, is it worth it?
Go for it, Bertram.
They're warming up Holding for what?
No, they've got to bring him
Gabriel's
on.
Not Holding.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting some serious knocks, man. It's not worth it.
It's not. Live to another day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's gonna feel some pain tomorrow.
Yeah, he's taking too much. We needed you there to hold the ball up there, Jesus. Just hold the ball up. 80th minute, just hold the ball.
Nice one, Reese. Chilwell looking for the foul. Nothing giving. Give it. Go on, Reese. Take him on. Make a run. There we go. You're in. You must go. Oh, well saved, Kepa. Odegaard nearly had his hat-trick. Penalty off. No. Goal kick. Odegaard was complaining for a penalty after his shot was saved by Kepa. Ooh. Yeah, no, Fofana got the ball, I think. Gabriel's down on the floor again. Take him off.
He's down for the substitution. He's gone down for the substitution.
Yeah. Rob Holding is finally coming on. And so is Thomas Partey. This was getting frustrating, seeing him on the floor so much, man.
We could have done that 10 minutes ago.
Gabriella getting into an argument with Azpilicueta.
Guys, you can see tonight, and this is real talk. You can see tonight that Arteta was reluctant to put on Holding when Gabriel was getting knocks. Reluctant.
Yeah.
And that's concerning.
Not a good thing
No.
for Holding.
No, not.
By the way, guys in the chat, I find it interesting that when Saka doesn't play well, you guys make so many excuses for him. I don't hear the excuse for Partey or Martinelli or anybody else. He doesn't play well. 2 or 3 games doesn't play well. I was saying he's quiet or he's tired. He's 21 years old. Tired from what? He's playing one competition. We're not playing Europa League and playing Champions League and playing League.
I think you're being a little bit harsh, Bertram. I think you're being a little bit harsh.
Tony, is Martinelli tired?
Martinelli has only been on the pitch for 10 minutes.
No.
So,
I'm talking about.
Looks like Chelsea making a substitution. Chalobah coming on for Fofana. The centre back for centre back.
Well played, Jorginho. Well played. Bertrand, personally, I do think Saka's mentally drained.
He plays all the minutes for England as well. Let's not forget that.
I think he's definitely mentally drained. Now, it's whether his manager sees that and turns a blind eye because he knows that he could turn it on in any given minute. But as I said at half time, I thought it was a very quiet first half. It was a contributing performance by Saka, but it was a very quiet performance from him today in that regard.
Vincey, he's been quiet for a while. I can tell you guys this. But check the stats. Quiet for a while.
The problem is he pops up with assists, and that's why I guess Arteta keeps playing him. But in the out and out Saka performance that you want, he's only going to get that when he gets a rest.
He's a very good player, Vincey. But here is, and people are saying he's world class. But here's world class, Vincey. When you play against the teams like Liverpool and City and Newcastle to some extent, and you dominate those games, Vincey, that's world class.
Yeah, you got to.
One of those performances, he hasn't had one of those performances against any of those teams. Never. Not in a while I've seen. Tell me which big team he play and he dominates. Did he dominate Sporting? Did he dominate Newcastle? Did he dominate City? No. So he's a very good player who will get better because he's young. But I just find it interesting the way we think about these things. If he plays bad, it's quiet. If somebody's playing bad, they're not good. So we use different verbiage and perspective on different players who we like or who we rate.
Oh, definitely.
But
So
no,
we're at
sometimes he should go on the bench. So sometimes you play Trossard out there. Somebody played Martinelli. If he did, he's tired and rotating, right? He doesn't get
But you won't see me biased with my client Martinelli. If I feel that he's got to be benched or take a rest or he's not performing, I'll say it.
I mean, what I want people to do is just be objective and fair in their assessment. I think. We don't have any wingers that can skin people, Vinci. That's my concern.
Did you see Thiago Silva's Did you see Thiago Silva's man of the match performance on the goal line?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
He controlled it. That's
Absolutely
confidence,
ridiculous.
Vinci.
Oh my word, sick.
There was no panic, was there?
Oh man, oh
So
easy.
Chelsea have a free kick given away by Thomas Partey on Chilwell. It's going to be to the left of the goal, just outside the area. Standing over it are Silva and Mudryk. No, Ziyech and Mudryk.
The player that surprised me the most is Partey was always very consistent. The last number of games he has been poor, frankly, not even average poor. It's very surprising he didn't score.
There's 5 minutes of injury time. The free kick was headed out.
I think I predicted 3-1 in the when we did the last 10 games for this, or 3-2, probably 3-2.
Another free kick to Chelsea, is it?
We haven't played much second half, haven't we? Compared to the first half.
No, not as much.
Looks like somebody's playing with a laser and aiming it deliberately at Mudryk. Good tackle, Reece. Chelsea are pushing to try and get another goal. If Arsenal get the breakaway, it'll be 4-1. I could see it. If they can get the ball to Gabriel Martinelli, he'll be away from his defenders for fun. Ain't nobody catching him.
Yeah, we get a fine for that, innit? With that laser.
Nelson ended up playing more defense than offense. Tracking back better. At least we can breathe a little bit sigh of relief that we win this game and we're in a better position.
Yeah, for sure. As I said, after the dismal April, we needed to start May off with a set of results that could bring back some kind of feeling of goodwill back to the fans.
Totally agree.
Oh, Thiago Silva with some serious techers just now to just control a ball from 60 yards. My man just brought that ball down like it was nothing.
He comes with the school of not wanting to head the ball. Just simply.
Our confidence in his abilities.
Yeah.
Shot from Kai Havertz. He literally just buoyed Kivior off and got his shot on target, but Ramsdale was there to grab it. We're 3 minutes into the 5 minutes of injury time.
Vince, when you
Go on, Reece. Go on, Reece.
Say again, Bertrand?
When you hit it, it's anybody's ball.
Mm.
Breaks down and played off your teammate. Yeah, that's no control.
Well, you know what? When I played up front, when I was playing Sunday League, I wasn't heading the ball. I'm trapping that ball from the goal kick from the goalkeeper. I'm not heading it.
I headed a lot. Too much. Damage your brain.
So
Yeah.
Mudryk showed us a bit of his skill there. He was able to run past a couple of defenders and deliver a pinpoint cross into the area, which Kai Havertz just got his shoulder to, fell into the lap of. Somebody's definitely playing with a laser all over Mudryk.
He's got pace, man.
That's
Look at the guy. He's got pace.
That's out of order.
Yeah. Yep. Madrid's got pace for sure.
Go on.
The kid's got ability. He's got ability. Come through. He just put Ben White down.
Oh.
So easy. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting fined for that one.
That's terrible.
Why?
There's another yellow card coming out. Foul on Ben White by Chilwell, is it?
Jack, I thought you could have struck that better, man.
Conor Gallagher, foul on Ben White. Terrible. He's on 8 yellow cards already. Another 2, and he gets a game ban.
He likes the yellow card. Oh, Connor.
Isn't it? I thought he was phenomenal.
What was that about? What was that about?
The game is over. The game is over. Chelsea have won the second half 1-0. Because you're on the aeroplane, and obviously I don't want to keep you, Bertram, please give us your thoughts on the overall game.
Well, I missed about 20 minutes because we were doing takeoff, so I had to take it to my Wi-Fi, but I'm very pleased with the outcome. We played exceptional football in the first half. Took our foot off the gas in the second half. That should be a little bit concerning because the previous 2 games before the Man City game, West Ham and Liverpool, we scored 2 goals real early and then wilted. So maybe we need to manage our pressing to save energy for second half. Because our first half are dynamic, our second half are less so. So we just got to make sure that we balance out how we play. But I'm very pleased with the outcome. I don't expect City to drop another point for the season, to be honest. But I didn't want to be fourth either and have to qualify for the Champions League playing that game. So now we should be assured of second or third, minimum second. And I'm extremely pleased with the season. Some people are disappointed. I must admit, I am not disappointed. Yes, I would like to win. Don't get me wrong, it's we, but think about where we were 2, 3 years ago, how we wilted last year. Like I said, we wilt this year again, but to have 80 plus points in a season, which we haven't done for a long while, we should be celebrated. We should be optimistic that we're going to go back to the transfer market, buy some quality players, really get ourselves situated to compete with City. That's the thing, man. That's the benchmark. Obviously, Liverpool will come back, Man United will come back, but how do we compete with City going forward? And also, Tony and Vinci, importantly, the squad has to be big enough to compete in the Champions League because we don't have Europa League situation now where we can try things out and play less players. You may get to the first round, but you get to the last 16, it's the best players, right? Or even it depends on who you get drawn in the first round. Or maybe the group of death is the prediction. So my hope is that we will really invest in the squad. I'm sure we will. We should have some money. You know, we go from Madrid last year and Caicedo. Buy a left. So before I go, here's what I think we need. A big center forward, a number 8, a center back, a right back. You're going to say, what are you talking about right back? But we have 2. We need a right back with offensive skills. We don't have any. Tomiyasu and Ben White don't have the offensive skills to link up with Saka. So expensive. It's about 200 plus mil. But my hope is that we can make these acquisitions and going forward really compete as we've done this year. We give City a run for their money this year, except at the end, not get over the line. And hopefully it'll be another productive year next year. And we all can, as we have done this year, cheer our team on and be pleased. I say sign off by saying good guys, great game, enjoy it. And Newcastle, here we come. Bless up.
Thank you very much, Bertram. So I'll mute you. Hey. So yeah, that was the that's a first. We've never had someone on our panel while being in mid-air. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We come at you from the most amazing places to deliver you content and commentary on the Arsenal. Guys, if you've got any comments you want to put in the chat, feel free to do so. Tony, give us your summation of this game. I'm going to be pulling up a few random facts and figures.
I thought it was a comfortable victory. I kind of expected it to be. I think we handled the pressure of this game with it not being pressure in the way how the previous 3 games have gone. I think we've handled it well. It's a very competent performance. I like the facts of how our midfielders are moving the ball. Interplay up front was nice. It reminded us of how our season has gone, and yeah, when you look at it over 34 games, it's been a great season. None of us expected to be in this position, but we are. We have the opportunity now to finish at least second. So, kudos to the guys. We've got to get a result against Newcastle. That result, you do that, second's washed up. And it's what tonight has shown me is some of the comments that I and a few of the other guys have made on the channel and also on the forum have been real. It's been objective. Sometimes fans didn't want to hear it, but it's shown that, Arsenal can play football without Thomas Partey. Yeah, we've got to be real. Yeah. Yes, Chelsea aren't as potent as they used to be, but the way Jorginho was moving the ball today in tandem with Xhaka was lovely. We've got to play the opponent. We've got to put a performance in, and when you do those things, you get the result that you put in. And tonight, it would have been awesome if we kept a clean sheet. Absolutely awesome, because really and truly, we tried our best to allow Chelsea to get back into this game. We really did. And they should have got a goal, but they did. So, those are the things that you've got to look and you think, okay, you know what, next season, we really got to get really a lot more pride in going a clean sheet. Zinchenko, you're in defence. You're actually in a defensive position. On the edge of the box, you've got to have to do next season, that type of foolishness, you're going to have to do better, because, if the team wants to make advances into the Champions League and put a stronger challenge in for the league, is those lapses of concentration is what's going to cost us. But all in all, great result, 3-1. London derby. You stop and you think about it. We haven't done too bad in London derbies this year, and we haven't done too bad in the top 6 league. So when you look at that in comparison to seasons gone by, in both we've been really struggling. So that again shows you how far the team has moved forward this year. So kudos to Arteta and the staff. Kudos to Trossard coming on, Jorginho, Kirill. Played the game, didn't he? Really played the game. Nice to see the youth put in a performance. I hope it's not the last. It's a challenging game against Newcastle, but play him again. I say play him again.
Cool. Keep going.
Yeah, man. It's it's Nelson. The only thing is, you stop and you think, all right, okay, if you're going to build a Champions League squad next season, yeah, and Nelson ain't going to get minutes at this stage. When I say minutes, I'm talking about real bona fide big man minutes in the second half of a game. Is he really going to get a look in next season, or is he going to go out on loan? And that's going to be my frustration, because I look and I think there is a player there, and he's put a shift in this season, and I just like to see him get more minutes. I'm happy with Martinelli coming off the bench and coming on. I'm fine with that. He could do that for 2 more games, because if Trossard starts the way he started today, I have no problem in that situation. Nice goal by Jesus. But again, just like yourself, T, that frustration of that leading role in that leading position, it's next season against Champions League, they're gonna have to figure something out, because you can't play that type of football. They'll snuff you out, man. So what's that stat you got there? Sorry, the timer of the stream is blocking what it says.
Arsenal are the first team in Europe's top 5 divisions to have 4 players reach 10+ league goals this season.
Wow. That is frightening if you think about that. Absolutely frightening when you look and you think Gabriel's the one who out of all of those, you'd expect him to have more goals. Absolutely frightening. I wonder who's on next on that list. Is it Eddie? Would you say Eddie's?
Technically, it would be Trossard.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because frightening. Yeah, as I said, you add say for instance you add Trossard to this list, and you think actually Arsenal's got enough goals between the 5 of them. What was that next one about? 20 plus. Martin Odegaard is the third Arsenal player to reach 20 plus goals and assists combined in the Premier League this season, after Bukayo Saka 24 and Gabriel Martinelli 20. Arsenal are the only side with 3 plus players that have done so in this campaign. Wow. 20 plus goals and assists. And obviously the ratio can go either side, but that is sick. When you look at that, that is sick. And actually, captain standing up. That's a man who some mans were saying, what, he's weak and couldn't perform. But his techers was so much better than a Ceballos. The moment he was interested, I said, you know what, swap that deal, get Odegaard in. And he really has raised his game. What a performance tonight, man. What a performance. Gabriel Jesus has now scored in 55 Premier League matches and never ended on the losing side when doing so. 50 wins, 5 draws. This is the most times a player has scored in a game in the competition without ever losing, surpassing James Milner, 54. You know what? I mean, that's a huge stat in itself. But it's a frustrating stat when I see stats like this. It's coming from a striker. Because if you don't score in big games, then what? So these stats kind of frustrate me, because especially when you got a striker getting them, it kind of leaves you. If you don't score, then that's it. So Milner did that when he was playing for Liverpool. Wow.
A combination of Man City and Liverpool.
Oh, okay. So 0 and 150. Arsenal have gone unbeaten in London's derbies in the Premier League season for the first time since, that's what I'm saying, 2004, 2005 tonight. They also became the first side to win 150 Premier League derbies. Wow. As I was saying, that stat is just, that's the transformation that's happened with the club. And that's huge because, sometimes West Ham will do a number on us. Palace will do a number on us. Chelsea will do a number on us. This season, we kind of owned it. London is red for real. That's a big stat. Big up Edu Arteta and Bertrand. Martin Odegaard has scored 14 goals in the Premier League this season for Arsenal, the only central midfielder to score more goals in a single Premier League campaign for the Gunners is Cesc for official. Wow. Big shoes. 14 goals. And Cesc scored 15. And that season, we should have won the Premier League, innit? The 2009 season. Was that when what's my man Eduardo got injured?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
So Trossard has 8 goals and 10 assists this season. So he's definitely up there.
Yeah, mate. You start him against Newcastle, and he'll be the 5th. Yes. What a stats. Next season, I can see them. As I say to you, you made a very good point there, because if in certain games, Arteta could be brave enough to even try it out when we were on top, you should be able to have a fluid set of movement. But you can't have Zinchenko. You can't. What Zinchenko's doing today, you can't be having him in the team doing that, because that will just expose the back.
So I think what you're alluding to is we need an improvement in that position. Look, we've got Tierney and we've got Zinchenko. They both bring a different kind of set of attributes to the team, but almost you want a hybrid where they've got the speed of Tierney, the tenacity to tackle of Tierney, but the creative and attacking flair of Zinchenko. Who does that sound like? Gareth Bale in his prime.
Yeah.
That's the question. Where is the next Gareth Bale? Oh, funny look. Cesc Fabregas is on the TV. He's just seen his record broke. Cesc, legend. Oh, man, I love that guy.
He made football simple, didn't it?
Oh, what a player. So
simple.
The way he bun up Spurs, man. Oh, my God. He used to cook against Spurs, man. His whole aura just came alight when Spurs were on a pitch, man. He was like, yeah, okay, we got this. I used to love that kid, bro. I was gutted when we lost him. Anyway, let's look at some of these who scored numbers. I don't know if you can read it. It's quite small, but you can see who had the most shots was Bukayo Saka, 5, Granit Xhaka, 4, Gabriel Jesus, 3, Martin Odegaard, 3, Gabriel Magalhaes, 1.
You're putting pressure on my very vocals, man. I'm having to go. I'm going up like pressure.
But interestingly, shots on target, 3 by Odegaard, 3 by Granit Xhaka, 1 by Gabriel Jesus. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Actually, Granit Xhaka is about to answer some questions. So I'm going to try and let him come on. Let me see. Where's my volume?
Start the game the way you did tonight. Yeah, after 4 games, we didn't win. As well against Southampton at home, Man City, where we lost. We needed reaction. And I think the team with the fans had a good reaction. And we are again top of the league and try to win our next couple of games, and hopefully we can do it in the end.
What's the last week been like? Okay, you've been on a bad run before that. You had dropped points, but then to be beaten in that manner by Manchester City, how painful was that?
Yeah, we wanted to take something from there, but we had not our best day. Man City was the best team. We have to accept that as well, but we have still to believe because we are still there, and I believe as well that we can do.
Still think it's possible?
I think so. That's good.
No, it was, of course, there's the City game, there was the Southampton games, and you guys lost quite a lot of points. And it was a question mark today about can they fight back, can they have the spirit to go back and make a statement against Chelsea. And of course, the first half was quite really good, winning 3-0. And I was a bit disappointed in the second half because I was expecting more goals and to make it even more stronger statement. So what do you think was missing in the second half to go a little bit more forward and to be a little bit more aggressive to score those goals?
If I'm honest, we spoke about this in the halftime that we want to go for fourth, maybe the fifth, because every goal can be a decision in the end of the Premier League. But how I say, it was a little bit sloppy as well. We didn't find the right pass in the last part of the pitch. And we conceded 3-1. Of course, disappointed with a little bit the second half. But we can learn from this and hopefully we can do better.
Granit, I think you showed today also a bit, and he's the clear example of what Chelsea were missing today: passion and hunger. And he wanted it more than them, and that's Granit at his best. And you played really well. Well done. But I know that you are not the captain of the club officially, but I know that you run the team because you have the experience and you've been here for many years. How do you motivate a young team? Because I remember my days, when we were there, we were very young. Sometimes under these circumstances, that you lose a few games, a few points when you're at the top. It's difficult, to motivate the young players because they get scared. They start to have doubts. How did you manage to do that during the last weeks?
Yeah, with my experience, I try to give them a little bit of advice. Of course, it's not the first time I've been in this position. First time than every player here, for sure. But this is part of our job to enjoyment. And the youngs, they are so far today, more far than I've been with 19 and 20. And try to help them, try to give them a little bit of advice as well, to give them motivation that, of course, if you don't win 4 games, you start to struggle. You are not there to believe again. But this is our job from experienced players like myself, Jorginho, and other players who helps a lot of the young players.
You've had such an important role off the pitch, but also on the pitch as well this season, Granit. I want to show you your touch map from tonight. A lot in the box, a lot on that left-hand side, where you managed to get a couple of those assists tonight as well. Was that part of the game plan to get you as high up as possible, get into those dangerous areas and exploit some space there?
I started my career like a striker, and you can see now that it's coming back. It's coming back, exactly. The Mikel wants me to be in the box as well, to try to score, to give assists as well. And I think I've been in a good position today as well to score, but Kepa did as well 2 amazing saves, I think, as well. But this is part of my game now, and try to do my best.
You look a lot calmer in your games. Your role has that changed in the team?
This is a very good question. I don't want to lose the other part what I have because this is what brings me as well here. But of course, I have to be a little bit more calm. I had different story here as well with many red cards, yellow cards, and of course with the experience, with the age as well, you start to learn about this. And I'm looking different, but in me inside, I think I have seen the other part of Granit.
We can still see it lurking there sometimes, Granit. And maybe you'll need it on Sunday as well. I know that Mikel works by 1 game at a time. So next up, it is Arsenal, where I suppose you could say that the Champions League dream ended last season. So how do you view the challenge up there this time?
Yeah, we don't forget the game what we had there last season. I have to be honest, they destroyed us. They was much better. They wanted much more, and we have to go there and we have to show them that we are ready and we are there where we are, and we deserve, I think, to be where we are at the moment. But it will be a very tough game because Newcastle is doing a very good job. But we have to go there. We have to believe. We have to play our game, and hopefully we can take the 3 points back to London.
We wish you well. Thanks for talking to us
Thank you very
tonight,
much.
Granit. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
The fire is still burning, but that is a delicate balance, isn't it, Patrick? And you will know this better than a lot of people.
Listen, I don't want him to change. No, this fire, the teams need it, and he needed as a player. And he's
Oh, that was very, very entertaining.
Balls.
I love this, getting Patrick Vieira and Cesc Fabregas, 2 of my all-time greats, are commentating in the game. They're at the stadium. I wish I was there now. I wish I was there. I'd love to run into Paddy. After all these years, I'd love to run into Paddy again, man. Cesc, both players that I've met, both players that I feel like I have a connection with. Definitely Patrick. Obviously, you and I both know, many an evening spent together with Patrick in his days at Arsenal. But I love that. I love that interview. I thought Granit was so humble. And yeah, that touch map, boy. Tone, what do you think, bro? Look at that touch map.
It's Swiss. It's Swiss Xhaka. I'm telling you, it's like,
Swiss Army knife.
listen, man, listen. The guys, yes, maturity allows you to play the game at a different pace, and he is doing that. That being said, but look, he's effective. Some of the intelligence that he's using with his passing and the pace of his passing. He's not just passing the ball in that position. It's how you pass that ball to allow somebody to have a shot. It's, you know, the guy's a quality. He's got a quality left foot. Yeah. And for me, yes, I know there's a given. When you get an assist, you know, half the job is done by the person scoring. But a lot of his assists, when you stop and you think about some of the balls that he's putting in there. Tonight, 2 beautiful balls waited for somebody else to wrap their foot around and put it in the back of the net. That's what you want. You know, I think he's really stepped up his game. And I know certain man on the podcast don't like him for stuff that's gone in the past. But you know what? This guy wears the shirt. He loves the club. Yeah, he will die for whatever club he's with, and he's putting in performances. So you know what? Great performance tonight. Absolutely great performance tonight. And you know what? To do a 360, none of us would ever say that we would be in this position to be having a conversation about Granit Xhaka in a 90-minute game, putting in a performance like he did tonight. Regardless of the opposition, he put in a performance. Yeah, that heat map alone speaks wonders. I'm so proud of him, man.
I'm about to drop a stat that, like, oh man, I'm looking at this thing and going, really?
And you know what? I was just sitting there when you're talking about Patrick and Cesc, even Xhaka in himself and how he's played that game, he must still feel in awe of them 2 youths. Because them 2 in midfield for Arsenal, gargons. Just gargons. Just gargons. So for him to put performance in like that and for them man to be talking away, it's beautiful. It really is. And it's nice for players to get those opportunities to have those players, as you say, interview them after a game of that performance.
Absolutely. Let me pull this up. So, this, my friend, is a list of the top assist players in the Premier League this season.
Ridiculous.
16, De Bruyne. Second, 11, Saka. Third, 10, Trossard. Fifth, there's a few players fifth. But ninth, look at that, on 7, Odegaard. And down there at 7 as well, our boy Granit Xhaka.
Is that games played in the last column?
That is games played, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the first column is assists, the second column is goals, the third column is games played.
And that's why, you know, when you hear ex-Arsenal players like Welcott saying, you know what, Arsenal's a better team, you know, sometimes you can think, you know what, he's, you know, a little favoritism there, but you can see, even from this stats here, Arsenal's a difficult team to play against.
I mean, look what you got to look at, yeah? Bruno Fernandes has scored 1 more goal and has the same number of assists from 2 lesser games.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But and look at his role.
Look at Bruno Fernandes and go, look at Bruno Fernandes, my God,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And Solanke's had a good season, man. But for Xhaka to be in, that's what I'm saying, man. For Xhaka to be in that situation.
Solanke's not had a good season, bro. He's a striker. He's only scored 6 goals.
But no, I mean for Bournemouth, he's had a good
Odegaard has
season.
scored twice as many goals, and he's a
No,
good
no, but
season.
I'm just saying for Solanke for Bournemouth, he's had a good
Yeah,
season.
yeah. Get it. I get it. You know,
Haaland's in there. Haaland's got was it 7 and
7 assists as well. Yeah.
wow. I think you know what. That's why.
I tell you,
I don't think it's his goals. A few weeks, I did say that it was his goals. If you got the record, he'd be Player of the Year. But looking at this stat and looking at the way how City beat us, those assists by Haaland is probably why he could probably get writers and Player of the Year. Because if you think about it. If you think about it, it's like you wouldn't think that he'll be an assist guy to be on this list here. It's a great list, Tony.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
For sure. 100%. You know, the only player who could possibly, you know, trouble him is Bukayo Saka, and he's miles away. He's eons away. But this assist list is quite interesting because, you know, I'm looking up there and thinking, well, you know, I like this kid Elise. Michael Elise at Chelsea, 9 assists. Only 2 goals, though. There's the problem.
Yeah, can't live with
Maddison has had a decent season, but he could be going down. You know, imagine Leicester go down. There'll be a mad fight from James Maddison. I think Spurs won him, to be honest. 8 assists, 9 goals. Those are decent numbers. What's interesting on this assist list is Spurs have only got 1 player.
Perisic.
Yeah. Man City have got 2. Man United have got 1.
I mean, just look at Liverpool and it's their both fullbacks.
Yeah. But you know that's where they get their assists from. Them 2 men there, they're different gravy. They are different gravy. Liverpool with 3 players. Newcastle, have Newcastle got a player on that list? Nope. But Arsenal have got 4 of them.
17 goals from Salah. And that's the thing. That's where we've got to get to. Our front man, 17 goals.
Well,
that's frightening, isn't it?
Bukayo's only
4 behind.
4 behind. Martinelli's 2 behind. Martinelli's on 15. Don't forget. So he's only 2 behind. So, you know, and if you count, when you look at the numbers, if you think, well, 13 from Saka, 15 from Martinelli.
Yeah.
That way outdoes anything that Liverpool have got by way of two wing players right now.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of paints a rosy picture for us in terms of going forward. We've got goals in this team, and I think if you add the right ingredients in the right places, you know, it's a weird one because Granit Xhaka, I've just sang his praises, but I actually believe we can improve on him. I think we can get better if we get a better player in the position he plays in.
Of course, he's not without limitations.
Let me see what other stats I could. I know you've had your view on it. Obviously, as I said, 4 players over 10, serious firepower. Odegaard 14, 20 goal assists. Well done him. Jesus, that's just a phenomenal record. Obviously, painting with a great deal of luck, but 55 is 55. You know, it's a phenomenal number when you think about it. Unbeaten in London. Yeah, London is red, boys. There's no if, buts, or maybe. We ain't being beaten in this town by any other team from this town. London is red. And 14 goals for Odegaard, eclipsing or not eclipsing, but he's actually 1 goal behind his Cesc. So he's still got a few games in which to get that one. But yeah, phenomenal. So yeah, my own feelings are, I did want to go back to this chart. I mean, obviously, that pass accuracy, I really like to study that one. You see that PA percentage, 85% from Ben White, 93 Gabriel Magalhaes, 93 Kivior, which isn't too bad. Zinchenko down at 90, Jorginho at 90, Odegaard 83, Granit Xhaka 86, Saka 80, Gabriel Jesus 97. Wow, really? He was as good as it gets when it comes to passing.
And that's what I'm saying. When you look at Saka's, that's why I said he had a contributory night, Saka, but
yeah. And what you don't see is there's another couple of columns along that grid which show number of passes or number of touches.
Yeah.
So let me get the passes column. The most passes was Jorginho with 70. Then comes Zinchenko on 64. Then comes Gabriel Magalhaes on 59. Kivior on 57. Ben White 55. So it's always in the back four that all the passes are made, with the exception of Jorginho, who is the pass master in the middle. Then the numbers lower as you go forward, which is Granit Xhaka 38, Gabriel Jesus 38, Saka 31, Leandro Trossard 27.
So here's the thing. Do you go out and get, and it's a big question, do you go out and get a quality right back to challenge Tomiyasu and allow Ben White to be in rotation as a centre back?
100%. 100%. At this stage, the Tomiyasu reliability factor leaves you with no choice but to go out and get another right back, in my opinion. I heard you mention Norton Cuff. Was it yourself mentioned Norton Cuffy?
No, not me.
Someone was talking to me about Norton Cuffy, and I would say Norton Cuffy is about another year or two away from the first team. But to me, yeah, you need to go and buy a right back, so that you have that extra option. Obviously, don't forget we have got Cedric, who'll be coming back in the summer. But
and the only reason why I say that is because Tomiyasu can play. He can still play left back.
Yeah. You know, you kind of look at the teams at the bottom and think, have they got between them a player who can fit the job at right back? I mean, we talked about Guehi at Crystal Palace. You know, England international now. That would be a decent buy. Manchester United might be offloading Wan-Bissaka back to Crystal Palace, potentially. I mean, what you want is a Trippier, isn't it? You want a Trippier or a Kyle Walker type player.
Somebody with height.
Yeah, would be ideal. You know, height is always a want. You know, you've got to be super skilled to not have height and make it in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's interesting times. It'd be interesting to see how they're going to really upgrade the squad. You know, and what would your expectations be for the first season in the Champions League? You know, are you expecting us to mount a serious assault on the Premiership title and get through to the knockout stages of the Champions League? I mean, would you take that?
Say that one more time, Tone.
Would you take a more improved and sustained challenge for the Premiership and reaching to the knockout stages of the Champions League?
Look, it's a big reach to sustain a challenge against Man City. You really have got to get some players in of a phenomenal aptitude in order to compete against that team. Seriously. You know, this team has done well. To do it 2 seasons on a spin, I question. If the board have the will and the intention of giving Arteta the necessary players that he needs to be able to revive the squad for next season for a challenge, that's a different matter. Then we can say, yeah, maybe with the right people. But, you know, he needs 4 or 5 players. And when you bear in mind the number of players who are going to be going out the door, Mari's gone to Monza. That's a done deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tavares, I doubt we'll see him again. Sambi Lokonga, Cedric, El Neni.
And then he's staying. They're going to give him a 1-year contract to finish his coaching.
He's got the 1-year contract, but that doesn't stop them from getting rid of him. Because if you get, as Arsenal are looking at, Rice and Caicedo, bye-bye, El Neni.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, bye-bye, El Neni. Thank you for your service. But we now got what we need. Yeah? So that would be 6. I haven't counted Pepe, Charlie Patino.
Well, he said he wants out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 8 players. Who else have I not mentioned? Rob Holding. Is it time for Rob to move on and for us to go out and get and never kill a centre back? Because we are looking at centre backs apparently. If Gahey comes in, ta-da, Rob Holding. Who else is out on loan? I think that's it. You know, so
I mean, that's a lot of players to get in.
That's a lot of players to get out and a lot of players to get in, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what you need. If you want to compete against Man City, you're going to need to do some serious business this summer.
But what I would say
you can't be waiting till the last week of September.
Yeah, that's that foolishness. Got to stop. Yeah,
that foolishness got to stop, bro. We need to be going like, okay, 1st of July.
The deal's done.
The players are gone.
Deal's done. The deal's done now.
Done. For real.
Deal's done. But what I would say is, when you reflect on this season, and when I say challenge for the league, I'm talking about if you improve. Yes, you've got to improve in numbers, but you've also got to improve in the areas of goals and assists. And you get a player that can do that, then that allows the manager to rotate. And this is where he's really, the onus is not just about getting players in, because I think that's a big challenge for the manager. He's really got to be able to rotate and come with formations, because that's really where you really challenge and you rest some of your star players because you've got players who can come on and you've changed the formation. So we've got a different look, a different dimension. That's really where Arteta's going to really have his work cut out in the summer, because on the training pitch, we've really got to hit the ground running in pre-season, where we have different styles of play that we can interplay. You know, Jorginho tonight, man. Imagine if there was a way that all three of them could play. And even if Xhaka's not there, but imagine if he had the next man. It's like, that's what I want to see. I want to see Arteta have a formation where he can add an extra midfielder and play, or add an extra person at the top and play. Change that formation. You do that, and still produce and still produce the way you're producing right now. It'd be frightening.
How has Frank got this job still?
I don't. It's just.
This is outrageous.
You know, it saddens me, because when you see a man like Vieira for what he's done, I thought Palace last season were absolutely they were ridiculous. And this season they started off well, and then they just did. I don't think they did very well in the summer transfer. They didn't really replace Connor. And
let me hear this. This is a bit of Roy Keane from back in the day.
Frank's doing all right, right? Maybe because he's English. I don't know. Frank's track record, CV went to Derby, didn't get promoted. But Frank's got all the answers for Chelsea. He hasn't. But decent team, they couldn't get the job done. Frank Lampard's lost 8 games, but for some reason, Frank's doing all right, right? Maybe because he's English. I don't know. Frank's track record, CV went to Derby, didn't get promoted. But Frank's got all the answers for Chelsea. He hasn't. But decent team.
So that's from 2020.
Listen, man. Listen. You can't ramp with Roy Keane, you know.
Roy Keane is a real G, bro.
You don't mess about. You just say how it is. Say how it is. You've done all right. He's right.
Lost each of the last 10 matches he's taken charge of across all competitions. He is the first English manager to lose 10 in a row while in charge of a top-flight team since Arthur in February 1988 with Derby. Jeez.
So Tony, as an ex-baller, from one baller to the next baller, what does that really tell you? What does that really tell you about the England midfield? Yeah, when you stop and you look and you saw these boys playing together. It makes me think that, I'm not saying they didn't have a clue of how to play, yeah, but cohesively, what are we seeing in management?
Oh man, I don't know, man. You know what? I've just realized, because I'm seeing it on Fabrizio Romano's page. What the hell's happened to João Felix? Remember how we nearly got João Felix in the winter transfer window?
Man, listen,
and
man.
he went to Chelsea, and you're like, my man's a baller, man.
João can't play with certain managers. I'm just trying. Listen, man. So you know, certain managers ask you to do certain things, and he's like, "I'm injured, man. I'm saying that my knee hurts."
No,
João can't play underneath that, man. You can't ask a man like that to go and that's the point I'm saying. You're taking Lampard to go and coach João Felix.
Unbelievable, man. He probably goes to him. You know, I've scored 100 and something goals in this stadium.
Yeah. And Giles like, listen, man, I need an MRI scan. I got something's hurting. Something's hurting me. I can't do this, man. I can't do it. João Felix, man. Hey, you cannot get a man like that to perform. This is sick. Ridiculous.
Oh man, that's a joke, things, man.
In his prime, you can't get João Felix to perform.
You can't get. That's not even.
Nah, that's just nah.
All I can say is, Abramovich he's watching this from afar and going, "What the hell is this guy doing with my club?" Because there's no way.
How many points have Chelsea got?
Bruv,
Are they on 38?
they're closer to relegation than they are top four, bruv.
That's on. Are they above 32?
Hang on.
I'm serious. They must have 34.
Oh man.
Because
Chelsea, they're on 39 points.
that's what I'm saying. That they're not bothered.
They're 39 points, bro. The teams at the bottom of the league are on 30 points. Bro, they're 3 games away from relegation.
They're not bothered. They're not bothered.
You know how they say there's a magic 40 points? They're not even there yet, bro.
They're not bothered. They've mathematically worked out.
They're not bothered, you know.
They're not bothered. Mathematically worked out that the teams below them are not.
Guys. Yes, guys.
Big up, man, like
What's
Gary in the
happening?
house,
What's
you
happening?
know.
Super Frank.
Are you that, Gary?
What a game. What an atmosphere, guys. What an atmosphere.
Excellent.
Tell us, man. Tell us.
Oh, mate, it was superb, man. It was superb. The atmosphere was banging throughout the game from minute 1 to minute 95. It did not stop. It did not stop. Apollo had to leave early because he wasn't feeling well. So I hope he's doing all right. But guys,
okay.
what an atmosphere. What an atmosphere. What a game. You know, we could have had a few more, but I mean, Chelsea had nothing, man. Chelsea had nothing. But then Zinchenko again getting caught out by a ball that he should never get caught out by.
Oh man, that guy.
But, it was fantastic. Fantastic day.
Yeah.
Gary, you need to go more often, man. If we're gonna play like that, man, you need to go more often, bro.
I think as long as Ebony don't go again, we'll be all right. We love you, Ebony, really. We love you, really. But just don't go again, please.
Ebony.
But yeah, no, superb from start. I thought Kirill had.
Yeah, he's
Drop of the signal.
Yeah, signal.
He might be going under a bridge because I know he's outdoors now.
Yeah, it was nice to see Kirill. Really nice. And that's what I'm saying. You buy a player in January, you want to see him.
Yeah. You know, it just takes a bit of time to acclimatise, doesn't it? I mean, you know, he's obviously had to get used to the UK. There's a language thing there. Getting up to understand the players and the manager's system. But obviously, they've seen something in him that they like. And they thought, let's bring in him and let's work with that. So,
and to be honest, real talk is we've only just had sunshine in the UK, you know what I mean, for the first time in a year. So it's like, you know what, it's you got to give it up there. But nice, it's nice that Gary's there, he enjoyed it. And it's, as I say, it's the team putting in a performance like that. It's nice when you can turn up and watch a game and get treated like that.
Yeah.
I hope Apollo's doing all right, man.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, Apollo. Hope you're well. In fact, I'll text message him when we finish this. But yeah, I mean, you know, look, we're gonna have a lot of very, very frank conversations between now and the end of the season. How many games left for us? Is it 6?
4, isn't it?
Is it 4?
I thought it was 5. Yeah, I think it's 4.
4. Got
38.
Newcastle, Brighton, Everton. Let me see. Newcastle, Brighton, Forest, Wolves. That's it. Yeah, it is 4.
4.
Yeah. So the next 2 games, Sunday away to Newcastle, then home the following week to Brighton, who could be on their jollies by that time.
Gary said he's back.
Yeah, he is.
That's me and young Fred.
Hey, how you doing, Fred?
He's never lost a game when he's gone, Tone. Never lost a game.
Nice.
Oh, I like it.
Lucky
Respect,
charm,
Fred.
lucky charm.
Keep going,
The
Fred.
only concern today was obviously Gabriel. He took a battering, man. He was down 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
So we've got to hope that he's ready for
All the
Newcastle.
time, why not just get Rob Holding on? You know, it was like we wanted to see Rob Holding get a run out because Gabriel was taking a beating.
You know, but what did you think of Curiel?
Yeah, I thought he had an assured performance today. You know, it takes away that old chestnut about you can't play 2 left-footed players in central defence. You know, look, it works. If you can defend, you can defend. It doesn't matter.
I totally agree. If you're good enough, you can play on either side. But it's just like makes it feel a bit strange why we haven't seen him get a run out before. You know, I think Arteta's so worried about trusting people. Sometimes you just got to let them go and see what happens. You know. Yeah. But I mean, me and Apollo both said we didn't really think Arsenal was that good in the first half, but we didn't have to be that good because Chelsea were that bad.
Oh yeah.
You know, Chelsea were that bad.
Yeah.
So you know, 3-0 up. Should have maybe had a couple more in the second half, but you know, got a bit nervy when they pulled one back because obviously previously what's happened. So but well pleased with that. On to Newcastle.
Yeah.
And let's hope that West Ham can do us a little turn tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Let's hope so.
I tell you what, I mean, Chelsea's a perfect game to play after playing City. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we still have to go out and do a number. And the first half, we did it. So, you know, I'm going to give him credit there.
100%. But no, the atmosphere was fantastic. I mean, I've been to 3 games this year, and that was by far the best. Like all the Arsenal fans singing Super Frank. It was just so funny. It was just, you know, but Chelsea, I mean, if they had won 3 games less, they're going down, man. They would be going down. They're just lucky that there's 5 teams worse than them this season.
And that's what I was saying to Tony. I said they've done the numbers.
I think that's the only reason they give Lampard the job, because they was on 39 points. They thought, we must get a point somewhere.
Gaz, Abramovich must be absolutely doing his head thinking, what the hell? How does this guy get back in control of our team? Because there's no way Abramovich would let Lampard anywhere near his team.
Well, that's what I was saying to Apollo. Like these clubs, when the manager fouls at a club, they seem to walk into another job, and the club owners think that there's going to be a different kind of thing going on that was going on previously. If you can't manage, you can't manage. And Frank Lampard just ain't the guy. Frank Lampard is not the guy. You know, Uber. He started with Uber. He touched the ball twice and got subbed off at half time. You know, it was a shocking performance. There was no effort from him. It was shocking.
One of those touches of kicking the ball.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Someone on the train just went. One of them was touching, was taking the kick off. Welcome to Arsenal 101, mate.
Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah,
Big up yourself.
Yeah, it was a lackluster performance, should we say, from Mr. Aubameyang. Yeah, you know, he must. I was saying to Apollo that he must be so jealous with envy.
Yeah.
What's going on at Arsenal? He could have been a club legend. He could have been in the 100-goal club. You know what I mean? He could have played a part, but he just ain't the guy.
Yeah.
You know, so but big up. Arteta used his subs really well today, which made a pleasant change. So onwards and upwards. Let's see what West Ham City do tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm signing off, gents. I'll catch you all for the Newcastle game.
Big up yourself, Gary.
See you later, guys. Have a good evening.
Respect the rest of the guys on the tube, man. Big up yourselves.
Say bye, friend.
Yeah.
Later, guys. Respect. Big up yourself.
Bye. Nice. I'm almost done. Set up.
Yeah, man. Nice, like that.
We've done our team proud today.
Yeah.
We've come back from a nightmare April. We started May in great fashion. We beat the noisy neighbours across West London. We've done the full London is red now. Unbeaten in London by any of our London rivals. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, bro. I'm gonna let you get some sleep. I got sports day tomorrow for myself, so I need to get to bed.
All right, my man. You know what Sunday's about. It's all about respect, and Arsenal's going to go up to Newcastle, and they're going to earn the respect by putting in a performance that they didn't do last season, and that's what it's all about.
That's right. So, that's right. 100%. All right, buddy.
Take it easy, man. Respect. Love to the family.
Seeing you soon. Yeah, you too, bud.
Cheers, man.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, likewise, man.